Every day you do something that feels normal, maybe even helpful. You sit down to rest. You tell yourself, I need this, and you do. But what if the way you rest is slowly making you weaker? Not because you are lazy, not because you are sick, but because of a single habit that happens every day. Most people never notice it, but over time, it changes your body in a quiet but powerful way. Your legs start feeling less stable. You get up from chairs more slowly. You walk shorter distances than you used to. And somewhere deep inside, you start to wonder, am I just getting old? The answer is partly yes, but not the whole story. The truth is, much of this weakness starts with one mistake, a mistake you can change. In this video, we are going to reveal what that mistake is, and we will show you how to undo it with a simple daily rhythm. No gym, no pressure, just small choices that keep your muscles active and alive. If you have been feeling weaker, if you miss the strength you used to have, stay with us. This could be the moment you begin to take that strength back. So what is this daily mistake that makes muscles weaker? It is not what you eat. It is not because you skip the gym. It is something more quiet, something that happens before your day even begins. The mistake is stillness, especially in the morning. Think about how most mornings go. You wake up, you sit to drink coffee or tea, maybe you read the news, maybe you stay in your chair for an hour or more. And all that time, your muscles are waiting for a signal to turn on. But the signal never comes, and when muscles do not get activated, they begin to fade, especially in the legs. The legs are where strength goes quiet first. That is because we use them the least when sitting, and yet, they are the foundation for everything. Standing, walking, keeping your balance. The moment you stop waking up your legs, you begin sending the wrong message. The message says, we are done moving, and your body listens. The good news is, you can change that message tomorrow morning. In the next part, we will explain exactly how to do that. A few minutes, a few simple steps, and the strength in your legs starts coming back. Let us take a closer look at why stillness in the morning leads to muscle weakness. It starts with how muscles and the brain talk to each other. When you move your body even just a little, your muscles contract. That contraction sends signals to your brain. The brain then sends signals back to keep those muscles active and alive. This back-and-forth communication is what keeps muscles healthy. It tells the body we still need strength. But when you do not move for long periods, especially in the morning, that conversation goes quiet. The muscles stop sending signals, the brain stops responding, the result is silence. And the body interprets silence as a signal to slow down or shut down those muscles. That is when atrophy begins. Atrophy means muscle fibers start shrinking. They get weaker because they are no longer being challenged, and this can happen faster than you think. Research shows that older adults can begin to lose measurable muscle strength after just 1 or 2 weeks of inactivity. In some cases, the change is felt after just a few days. This is especially true in the legs. The quadriceps, hamstrings, glutes, and calves are large muscles that help us stand, walk, and balance. When these muscles get weaker daily, life becomes harder. You may notice you push more with your arms to get out of a chair. You may pause before climbing stairs. You might avoid standing for too long while cooking. All of these are signs that your muscles are not getting the activation they need. But here is the key. Muscles do not need hours of work to stay strong. They need regular reminders. They need daily signals that say we still use you. That is why the first hour of your day is so critical. What you do or do not do in that time sets the tone for your entire body. In the next section, we are going to show you exactly what that first hour should look like. A few small changes to your morning can have a big impact on how strong and steady you feel the rest of the day. Now that you know how important the first hour is, let us talk about how to use that time the right way. The goal is not to work out hard first thing in the morning. It is simply to activate the body, to send the right message. The message that says we are awake, we are ready, we are strong. This can be done in less than 15 minutes. Here is a simple morning flow you can follow. Step 1. Sit tall and breathe deeply for 1 minute. Breathing brings oxygen to the brain and muscles. It gently wakes up your nervous system. Step 2. Drink a glass of water. After hours of sleep, your body needs hydration to function. Water helps with joint movement, blood flow, and mental clarity. Step 3. Stand and march in place for 30 to 60 seconds. This gets your legs moving and your heart slightly engaged. Do it at your own pace. If you need to hold on to a chair or wall, that is fine. Step 4. Heel raises. Hold on to a stable surface and slowly rise onto the balls of your feet. Hold for 1 second and lower. Repeat 10 times. This wakes up your calves, ankles, and balance system. Step 5. Chair squats. Sit in a firm chair and slowly rise to standing, then sit again with control. Repeat 5 to 10 times depending on how you feel. This movement activates your thighs, hips, and core. Step 6. Gentle leg swings. Hold on to something stable. Swing one leg forward and back slowly. Do 5 on each side. This improves joint range and leg control. That is it. These small actions send a big message. They tell your body we are moving, we are staying strong. Do not worry if some of these feel hard at first. Your body will adjust. Start with what you can do and build from there. In the next part, we will talk about the real reason why so many people skip these moments and how to make this routine a habit that lasts. You might be wondering why so many people do not do this. If these movements are short and easy, why are they skipped so often? The answer is not laziness. It is something deeper. For many older adults, mornings feel heavy. The body is stiff, the joints are cold, the energy feels low. And when you feel slow, it is easy to believe that motion will only make it worse, so you stay still. But stillness feeds the problem. That is why the first few movements of the day are the hardest. Not because your body cannot do them, but because your brain has not been reminded yet that you are capable. Once you start even with the smallest motion, the story changes, your body responds. Blood starts flowing to your muscles, joints begin to release. You feel more awake, more steady, more present. That is why the goal is not perfection, it is consistency. Doing a little bit every morning creates a message that says, I still use these muscles, I still care about this body. That message does something powerful. It begins to reverse the stillness. It tells your nervous system that movement is still part of your life, and your nervous system listens. It starts to send stronger signals. Your balance improves. Your confidence grows. Your legs feel more awake each day. Of course, there will be days when you forget, or when you feel tired and want to skip. That is normal. What matters is returning to the rhythm of small effort and big rewards. In the next part, we will show you how to anchor this routine into your mornings without forcing it, so it feels like something you want to do, not something you have to do. Making a habit stick is not about willpower, it is about structure. The way your day is designed shapes what gets done, so if you want to keep your muscles strong, you need to build a structure that supports that goal. That means not relying on motivation. It comes and goes, but habits built into your environment tend to last. Here are a few simple ways to make your morning routine automatic. First, choose a clear anchor. An anchor is something you already do every morning without thinking, like brushing your teeth, boiling water for tea, opening the blinds. Attach your movement to that anchor. For example, after I brush my teeth, I do my sit to stands. After I pour my tea, I march in place for 30 seconds. This links the new action to something already established. The brain loves patterns. When it sees the same cue followed by the same action, it builds a loop. Second, keep it visible. If your morning stretches are written on a paper, put that paper on your nightstand. If you use a chair for squats, leave it where you can see it. Visual cues remind the body what matters. Third, make it feel rewarding. That does not mean giving yourself a cookie. It means paying attention to how you feel after moving. Maybe you feel more awake. Maybe your legs feel lighter. Maybe your balance feels steadier just for a moment. Notice it. That is your reward. And when you recognize it, your brain links pleasure to movement. That makes you more likely to repeat it. Lastly, forgive missed days. Everyone skips sometimes. What matters is returning, not being perfect. One day of movement is always better than zero. In the next part, we will expand the routine just a little, so your muscles get just enough challenge to stay strong without stress. Now that you have a simple structure for your morning routine, let us build on it. We are not going to make it harder, just a bit more complete, enough to keep your muscles awake, strong, and responsive. Here is a gentle sequence you can follow 3 to 5 days a week. It adds just a few more minutes, but the impact builds over time. Start with your breathing and hydration as before, then move into this expanded flow. First, seated leg extensions. Sit tall in a chair. Slowly lift one leg until it is straight in front of you. Hold for 2 seconds, then lower with control. Repeat 8 to 10 times on each leg. This strengthens your quads and improves knee function. Next, wall push-ups. Stand facing a wall about 2 feet away. Place your hands at shoulder height and shoulder width. Bend your elbows to bring your chest gently toward the wall. Then press back to starting position. Repeat 8 to 12 times. This wakes up your upper body and improves posture. Now, mini side steps. Stand with feet hip-width apart. Step slowly to the right and bring your left foot to follow, then repeat to the left. Do 10 steps each direction. This improves lateral stability and hip strength. Finally, a short balance hold. Stand behind a chair for support, lift 1 foot an inch off the ground, hold for 10 seconds, then switch legs. Repeat twice on each side. This helps your brain and body reconnect and teaches your legs to support you more confidently. After this routine, take 1 minute to sit still. Place your hands on your legs. Breathe slowly and feel the difference. Maybe your body feels warmer, more awake, or more grounded. That is progress, no matter how small. In the next part, we will explain why these small daily efforts protect more than just your muscles. When you do a morning movement routine, you are not just helping your muscles. You are helping your entire body system. You are helping your balance coordination and even your brain. Let us talk about why. As we age, small systems in the body stop talking to each other as well as they used to. The connection between your brain and your feet gets weaker. The reflexes that once kept you steady begin to fade. That is one reason older adults are more likely to fall. But here is the good news. Movement, especially in the morning, reactivates those connections. When you move your legs in different ways, the brain gets fresh input. That input tells the nervous system, stay alert, stay ready. Morning movement also supports circulation. It gets blood flowing to your hands, feet, and brain. Better circulation means better focus and more energy throughout the day. You may find that after just a week or two of this routine, your mood begins to shift. You feel more capable, more grounded, more in control, and that is where the real value lies. This is not about looking fit. It is about reclaiming your ability to live the life you want, to get out of a chair with ease, to walk around your home with confidence, to say yes when someone invites you to go out. That is freedom, and freedom begins in your legs. When your legs are strong, your whole life opens up. You move more. You do more. You feel more like yourself again. That is why these movements matter so much. They are not exercise. They are daily decisions to protect your independence, to remind your body we still move, we still live fully. In the next section, we will show you how to track your progress without any devices, so you can stay motivated and see how far you have come. You do not need a smartwatch or fitness tracker to know you are getting stronger. Your body already gives you all the feedback you need. The key is learning how to listen. Here are a few simple ways to track your progress without using any devices. First, pay attention to how you feel when getting up from a chair. Is it easier than it was a week ago? Do you need less help from your arms? That is a sign your legs are regaining strength. Second, notice your walking speed. Are you moving more steadily? Do you feel more balanced when turning or stepping onto uneven ground? These changes may feel small, but they are important. They show your nervous system is adjusting. Third, track your energy through the day. Do you feel less tired in the afternoon? Do you have more interest in doing chores or stepping outside? Energy is a great sign that your body is responding to movement. Fourth, watch for mood shifts. Morning movement releases chemicals in the brain that support well-being. If you feel calmer, more focused, or just more like yourself, that is progress. Finally, notice your consistency. Are you doing your routine more days this week than last week? That is momentum. Even if the movements are not perfect, even if you miss a day, you are still building strength. Write these observations down, if it helps. A small notebook near your chair can be a great reminder, or just say it out loud when you notice something improving. For example, today I stood up without using my arms. Or this morning I finished all 6 steps. These little acknowledgments matter. They create a feedback loop in your brain. The brain says, this feels good, let us do it again. In the next part, we will bring everything together, so you can build a morning that not only protects your muscles, but shapes your entire day. Let us bring everything together now into one simple morning plan. This is your 15-minute muscle wake-up. A plan that sets your day up for strength, stability, and energy. You can write this down or print it out, or just memorize the rhythm. 1 minute of deep breathing. Sit tall, close your eyes, and breathe slowly. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Let your chest and belly rise and fall. 1 minute to drink a glass of water. Room temperature is fine. This rehydrates your body and supports joint health. 2 minutes of marching or sidestepping. Use a chair or wall for balance. Move at your own pace. Focus on keeping your feet active and your posture upright. 2 minutes of heel raises and toe taps. Do 10 to 15 heel raises, then tap your toes forward and back. These movements wake up your lower legs and ankles. 2 minutes of sit to stands. Sit in a firm chair, feet flat on the ground. Use your legs as much as possible to rise and lower. If needed, place your hands on your thighs for support. 2 minutes of leg extensions and mini balance holds. Lift one leg forward while sitting. Hold for 2 seconds, then switch. Then stand and lift one foot slightly off the floor. Hold for 10 seconds. Repeat both sides. 1 minute of slow arm circles or wall push-ups. This activates the upper body and encourages good circulation. 1 minute of seated rest and reflection. Sit quietly, hands on your lap. Breathe naturally and notice how your body feels. That is it. 15 minutes to remind your body that it is still strong. 15 minutes to start the day on your terms. In the next part, we will talk about how to adjust this plan when life gets busy or your energy is low. Some mornings feel different. You may wake up with low energy or feel tight in your joints. Maybe you have a busy appointment or visitors at home. Life is not always predictable. That is why it helps to have flexible options. You can still honor your routine without doing the full version. Think of it like levels. Level 1 is the full 15-minute plan. Level 2 is the 5-minute version. Level 3 is the 1-minute minimum. Even 1 minute is better than none. Let us walk through each level. Level 1 you already know. It includes breathing, hydration, movement, and reflection. Level 2 is what you do when you have less time or feel a bit tired. Start with 2 deep breaths while sitting. Stand and march in place for 30 seconds. Do 5 heel raises. Sit back down and do 5 slow leg extensions. Close with 1 deep breath and smile to yourself. That is 5 minutes and it counts. Your body will still get the message. We are moving, we are staying strong. Level 3 is the emergency version. When time is tight and energy is low, simply sit tall. Take 3 deep breaths. Say to yourself, I am still here. I am still strong. This tiny act matters. It keeps the habit alive. It shows up for your future self, and that is the real secret. This morning practice is not about doing it perfectly. It is about doing it consistently, about returning again and again no matter what. The strength you build this way goes deeper than muscle. It becomes confidence, resilience, and peace. In the next part, we will reflect on what this routine really means and how just a few minutes each day can create a new chapter in how you move, live, and feel. This morning routine is more than a set of movements. It is a quiet statement you make each day. It says, I still care about my strength. I still believe in my ability to improve. I still choose to move forward. These small actions become symbols. Standing tall when you wake up. Lifting your legs with intention. Taking a moment to breathe before the day begins. These are ways of telling your body and your mind. We are not done yet. We still have chapters to write. Strength is not something you either have or do not. It is something you build, brick by brick, breath by breath, step by step, day by day. This practice is your foundation, not just for your legs, but for how you face the day, with clarity, with calm, with commitment. You may not notice the change right away, but one day you will catch yourself moving easier. You will realize you did not hold on to the counter this time. You will feel steadier, walking through the hallway. You will say yes to a walk around the block without hesitation, and you will smile because you will know this is working. The muscles remember. The nervous system reawakens. The confidence returns. And it all starts with something so simple. A few minutes in the morning. A decision to begin the day with purpose. In the final part, we will bring this all together so you can carry this practice forward with strength, clarity, and peace. This routine is not just about exercise, it is about showing up for yourself. Every morning you move is a message that says, I still care, I still choose strength. You are not doing this to impress anyone, you are doing it to feel steady, clear, and confident. Over time, you will notice the change, not in one big moment, but in small wins each day. A smoother stand from your chair, a lighter step around your home, a little more ease as you begin your day. That is progress. If this video helped you, share it with someone you care about. Leave a comment. Let us know how you feel. And remember, this is your strength, your rhythm, your time.